That was an impressive shot. But was it luck or skill?
Oh, of course. At longer ranges, environmental variables like...
They laughed at the librarian at the firing range. Then she made history. Natalyia Hopkins adjusted her thick-rimmed glasses and pulled her graying hair into a practical ponytail as she approached Marine Corps Base Quantico's marksmanship range at OR 800 on Tuesday morning. The young recruits saw only a middle-aged librarian type, not the woman who held the most dangerous record in military history. Nataliah, 38, appears to be everything military culture dismisses, soft-spoken, academically dressed, with no visible military bearing or aggressive demeanor. But beneath her unassuming exterior lies mathematical genius and shooting capabilities that redefined what was possible in modern warfare through precision that bordered on supernatural. What happened on the firing line would shatter every assumption about expertise, capability, and the relationship between appearance and lethality, proving that the most dangerous people are often those who look least dangerous. Marine Corps Base Quantico's advanced marksmanship range, where elite military snipers train for missions requiring precision shots that determine mission success or failure. The facility hosts competitions and evaluations that separate exceptional shooters from merely competent ones, using targets at distances that challenge even experienced marksmen. The range environment operates on military hierarchy and masculine bravado, where respect is earned through demonstrated capability and appearance often determines initial assessment. Young Marines, fresh from boot camp, bring enthusiasm and prejudices about what elite shooters should look like and how they should behave. Recent contractor evaluations have brought civilian specialists to test new equipment and training methods, creating tension between traditional military approaches and innovative civilian technologies. Marines view these evaluations skeptically, preferring proven methods over academic theories about ballistics and precision shooting. This setting represents the intersection between military tradition and evolving warfare requirements that demand precision capabilities exceeding conventional training standards. Nataliah's path to legendary marksmanship began with childhood mathematics prodigy status and competitive shooting, with her grandfather, a World War II veteran, who taught her that precision was about calculation rather than aggression. Her PhD in applied mathematics from MIT led to defense contracting work analyzing ballistic trajectories and atmospheric effects on long-range shooting. During academic research, she discovered that mathematical models could predict shooting accuracy far beyond human intuition, leading to development of calculation methods that revolutionized precision shooting techniques. Working as civilian contractor for military special operations units, Nataliah provides ballistic consultation and training for missions requiring extreme precision shots. Her academic appearance and quiet demeanor conceal operational experience in classified missions, where her mathematical shooting methods achieved results that conventional military training couldn't match. She lives quietly, avoiding attention while consulting for government agencies that need precision capabilities exceeding normal human limitations. Her record-setting shot remained classified for years to protect operational security and prevent enemy forces from understanding American precision capabilities. Despite her unassuming appearance, Nataliah possesses mathematical genius that enables her to calculate complex ballistic trajectories, accounting for wind, atmospheric pressure, temperature, and rotation effects that most shooters handle through intuition and experience. Her greatest strength is the ability to reduce shooting to pure mathematics, eliminating emotional and physical variables that affect conventional marksmen. Nataliah can analyze environmental conditions and predict bullet behavior with accuracy that approaches scientific certainty rather than military estimation. Her academic background provides shooting capabilities that military training alone cannot develop or replicate. Nataliah must demonstrate her ballistic consulting capabilities to skeptical Marines who judge her competence based on appearance rather than mathematical precision or proven results under combat conditions. Her challenge is proving that academic approaches to marksmanship can exceed traditional military training methods. The primary obstacle is military culture that equates shooting expertise with aggressive demeanor, physical intimidation, and conventional military bearing that Nataliah doesn't possess or display during demonstrations of her revolutionary precision techniques. The stakes involve both professional credibility and military effectiveness. If Marines reject her mathematical shooting methods, they lose access to precision capabilities that could determine mission success in operations requiring shots beyond conventional training limits. This conflict represents broader tensions between traditional military methods and innovative civilian technologies that challenge established assumptions about expertise capability and the relationship between appearance and operational effectiveness in modern warfare contexts. Nataliah's evaluation at Quantico emerged from Pentagon requests for civilian expertise in extreme precision shooting after conventional military training reached limits that modern missions required surpassing. Special operations commanders needed capabilities exceeding traditional sniper training for missions where single shots could determine strategic outcomes. Academic ballistic analysis suggests precision possibilities beyond current military achievements, her briefing material stated. Mathematical modeling indicates that calculated shooting can exceed intuitive methods by significant margins in extreme distance scenarios, requiring operational success rates approaching certainty. The evaluation opportunity represented validation of her mathematical shooting theories and potential revolutionizing of military precision training through scientific methods that reduced shooting variables to mathematical certainty rather than experience-based estimation. Military shooting is still taught like an art, Nataliah explained to her Pentagon contacts. But ballistics is pure science. Mathematical calculations can achieve precision that intuition and experience cannot match, especially at distances where environmental factors become dominant variables. Her mission was proving that academic approaches to shooting could enhance military capabilities while challenging assumptions about expertise that limited precision development to traditional training methods that emphasized experience over mathematical understanding of ballistic physics. Nataliah prepared for the Marine evaluation with mathematical precision, calculating atmospheric conditions, range characteristics, and equipment specifications that would demonstrate her ballistic theories under controlled conditions that allowed accurate measurement and verification. Her preparation included detailed analysis of Quantico's range layout, typical wind patterns, elevation effects, and target placement that would showcase mathematical shooting advantages over conventional military training approaches that relied on experience rather than calculation. Most critically, she prepared psychological strategies for managing military skepticism about civilian expertise and academic approaches to shooting that challenge traditional assumptions about marksmanship training and capability development within military culture. Nataliah's equipment selection emphasized scientific precision over military appearance, specialized mathematics-based scopes, environmental monitoring devices, and calculation tools that provided data for mathematical shooting decisions rather than intuitive estimates based on experience. Her research into Marine training methods and cultural expectations helped her anticipate resistance to academic approaches while preparing demonstrations that would prove mathematical effectiveness, despite initial skepticism from young Marines who equated shooting expertise with aggressive demeanor and military bearing. Nataliah also prepared technical explanations of ballistic mathematics that could educate Marines about scientific principles underlying precision shooting while avoiding academic language that might increase their resistance to methods that challenged traditional military training approaches. Nataliah arrived at Quantico's range with equipment that immediately marked her as different from conventional military shooters, laptop computers, weather monitoring devices, and calculation tools that suggested academic rather than combat approach to marksmanship evaluation. Rangemaster Gunnery Sergeant Rodriguez greeted her professionally while obviously questioning whether civilian academic methods could contribute meaningfully to military precision training that emphasized practical experience over theoretical knowledge. "Hopkins, your mathematical ballistic analysis will be interesting to observe," Rodriguez said diplomatically. "Our Marines have extensive shooting experience and might be curious about academic approaches to marksmanship." His tone suggested polite skepticism about civilian expertise. The young Marines assigned to observe the evaluation made no effort to hide their amusement at Nataliah's appearance and equipment that looked more suited to laboratory research than military shooting ranges where effectiveness was measured through demonstrated capability. "Professor's going to teach us how to shoot," Lance Corporal Martinez whispered to his squad mates, not realizing that his dismissive attitude was about to be challenged by precision capabilities that exceeded his understanding of what mathematical approaches to shooting could achieve under proper conditions. Lance Corporal Martinez led the mockery when Nataliah unpacked her scientific equipment instead of immediately demonstrating shooting capability that Marines expected from supposed marksmanship experts. "Ma'am, are you going to shoot or conduct a science experiment?" Martinez asked while his squad laughed at her methodical preparation that involved measuring atmospheric conditions rather than handling weapons with military confidence. Nataliah responded by explaining that mathematical precision required environmental data to calculate ballistic trajectories accurately. But her academic language only reinforced their assumption that civilian theories couldn't match military practical experience in shooting effectiveness. The skepticism escalated when Nataliah requested specific target distances and began calculating wind speed, atmospheric pressure, and temperature effects, using mathematical formulas rather than military estimation techniques that Marines learned through training and experience. These calculations determine bullet trajectory with precision exceeding conventional estimation methods. She explained while inputting data into ballistic software that the Marines viewed as academic overcomplication of straightforward shooting procedures. Their dismissive attitudes increased as her preparation time extended beyond what they considered normal, for demonstrating shooting capability that should be immediately apparent through practical demonstration. Staff Sergeant Johnson joined the criticism when Natalia's mathematical approach required additional setup time that delayed actual shooting demonstration beyond Marine patience levels for civilian expertise that appeared to prioritize theory over practical capability. Shooting is about instinct and experience, not calculations. Johnson declared, reflecting military culture that valued proven methods over academic innovations that might compromise effectiveness through overthinking. His challenge represented broader military resistance to civilian expertise and mathematical approaches that seemed to complicate shooting procedures that Marines mastered through traditional training methods, emphasizing practical experience over theoretical knowledge. The evaluation attracted attention from additional Marine personnel who gathered to observe civilian mathematical shooting methods that claimed superiority over traditional military training approaches, creating audience pressure that tested Natalia's confidence while providing witnesses to potential validation or failure. Rangemaster Rodriguez attempted to mediate between Marine skepticism and evaluation requirements while managing time constraints that threatened to limit demonstration opportunities if preparation extended beyond reasonable durations for proving mathematical shooting effectiveness. Hopkins, the Marines are eager to see practical application of your ballistic theories. Rodriguez diplomatically suggested balancing support for civilian expertise with military expectations for efficient demonstrations that proved capability through results rather than extended theoretical explanations. Other Marines began arriving after hearing about the professor, who claimed mathematical approaches could exceed military shooting training, creating larger audience that increased stakes for successful demonstration while providing more skeptics who needed convincing about academic precision methods. The gathering crowd represented military culture's collective judgment about civilian expertise and academic approaches to shooting that challenged traditional training methods Marines had learned through proven military effectiveness, rather than theoretical mathematical optimization. Facing systematic skepticism while maintaining scientific precision tested Natalia's confidence in mathematical methods that challenged military traditions about shooting expertise and capability development through experience rather than academic calculation and environmental analysis. The Marines' mockery forced her to articulate the practical value of mathematical precision in language that military personnel could understand and appreciate, translating academic ballistic theory into operational advantages that justified scientific approaches to marksmanship training. Her response to criticism revealed character developed through academic persistence and scientific methodology. She maintained systematic preparation despite pressure to demonstrate immediate results that might compromise mathematical accuracy for military expectations about rapid capability demonstration. The confrontation crystallized her understanding of military-civilian divide. Marines valued proven experience over theoretical innovation, creating resistance to mathematical methods that could enhance their capabilities if they overcame cultural prejudices about academic expertise. Natalia's scientific identity strengthened under pressure, reminding her that mathematical precision required systematic preparation regardless of audience impatience or skepticism about academic approaches that prioritized calculation accuracy over immediate demonstration of shooting capability through conventional military methods. As Marine skepticism intensified and time pressure mounted for practical demonstration, Natalyia faced the critical moment where mathematical theory would either validate academic shooting methods or confirm military assumptions about civilian expertise being inadequate for practical marksmanship applications. Her preparation time was approaching limits that would test Marine patience beyond polite observation, creating decision point where extended calculation might undermine credibility before demonstration could prove mathematical effectiveness in actual shooting scenarios. The gathering crowd of Marines represented collective judgment about academic approaches to shooting that would influence military acceptance or rejection of mathematical methods based on immediate demonstration results rather than long-term precision advantages. Range conditions were optimal for demonstrating mathematical precision advantages, but Marine skepticism created psychological pressure that tested her confidence in scientific methods under hostile audience conditions that conventional academic environments never imposed. The convergence of perfect shooting conditions, hostile audience, and time pressure created ideal scenario for either validating mathematical shooting methods or confirming military assumptions that academic expertise couldn't match practical experience in marksmanship applications requiring immediate effectiveness rather than theoretical optimization. After 30 minutes of mathematical preparation that tested Marine patience beyond diplomatic limits, Rangemaster Rodriguez delivered the ultimatum that could end Natalyia's evaluation before her theories could be tested. Hopkins, we need to see shooting demonstration now or conclude this evaluation. The Marines have training schedules that can't accommodate extended preparation. Her scientific methodology required comprehensive environmental analysis and ballistic calculations, but military expectations demanded immediate demonstration of capability that academic preparation seemed to delay indefinitely through overthinking that Marines viewed as evidence of theoretical expertise lacking practical application. These calculations ensure precision that conventional estimation cannot match, Nataliah explained while inputting final atmospheric data, but her academic approach appeared to prioritize mathematical perfection over practical demonstration that would validate or disprove her ballistic theories under Marine observation. Staff Sergeant Johnson's patience reached its limit. Either you can shoot or you can't. All the calculations in the world won't change that basic fact. His statement reflected military culture that valued demonstrated capability over theoretical preparation that seemed designed to delay rather than enhance shooting effectiveness. The Marines' collective skepticism had reached the point where extended preparation appeared to confirm their assumptions about academic expertise being inadequate for practical marksmanship applications that required immediate capability, rather than mathematical optimization that civilian contractors might confuse with actual shooting skill. Natalyia faced the moment of truth where years of ballistic research and mathematical shooting theory would either validate academic approaches or confirm military assumptions about civilian expertise being inferior to proven training methods that emphasized experience over calculation. Standing at the firing line with 30 skeptical Marines watching her every move, Natalyia faced the fundamental choice that would define the relationship between academic ballistic science and military practical marksmanship. Trust her mathematical calculations completely or modify her approach to accommodate Marine expectations about conventional shooting methods. The safe choice was compromise use her calculations as general guidance while relying on conventional shooting techniques that Marines understood and respected, avoiding the risk of complete failure if mathematical precision couldn't deliver results that validated academic theories under practical conditions. But Nataliah realized that compromise would invalidate the entire purpose of her evaluation, which was proving that mathematical approaches could exceed conventional military training through scientific precision that reduced shooting variables to mathematical certainty rather than experience-based estimation. If I modify my method to accommodate their expectations, I'm not testing mathematical precision, but conventional shooting with mathematical supplements, she thought, while reviewing her ballistic calculations one final time. Either mathematics works or it doesn't. Half measures won't prove anything. Her decision crystallized around scientific integrity. Mathematical ballistic theory claimed precision advantages that could only be validated through complete reliance on calculation rather than intuitive adjustments that conventional shooters use to compensate for environmental variables. The ultimate stakes transcended her personal evaluation, whether academic ballistic science could contribute meaningfully to military precision training or whether conventional methods remain superior for practical applications requiring immediate effectiveness, rather than theoretical optimization that might compromise rather than enhance shooting capability. Nataliah made the choice that epitomized scientific confidence, complete reliance on mathematical calculations, regardless of audience skepticism or personal anxiety about potential failure that would discredit academic approaches to precision shooting. Mathematics doesn't compromise, she said while assuming shooting position with equipment aligned according to calculated specifications rather than conventional adjustments that military training emphasized. Either the calculations are correct or they're wrong. We'll know in 30 seconds. Her transformation from nervous academic to confident scientist created cognitive shift that impressed Marines despite their skepticism about mathematical methods that appeared to prioritize theory over practical experience in shooting applications. But her decision required absolute precision. Mathematical shooting methods claimed accuracy advantages that could only be validated through perfect execution that demonstrated calculation superiority over conventional estimation techniques that Marines trusted through proven military effectiveness. The Marines fell silent as they realized they were witnessing something unprecedented, civilian academic, attempting to prove that mathematical precision could exceed military shooting expertise through scientific methods that challenged traditional assumptions about marksmanship training and capability development. Nataliah's confidence in mathematical ballistics represented either breakthrough innovation or spectacular failure that would influence military attitudes toward academic expertise for years to come. Nataliah's final moments before shooting represented the culmination of years of ballistic research and mathematical shooting theory, as she aligned her equipment according to calculated specifications that accounted for every environmental variable affecting bullet trajectory at extreme distances. Her preparation demonstrated scientific methodology applied to marksmanship, wind speed calculations, atmospheric pressure adjustments, temperature corrections, and distance measurements that reduced shooting variables to mathematical certainty rather than conventional estimation techniques that relied on experience and intuition. Target distance 1,000 yards, wind speed 12 miles per hour from northwest, atmospheric pressure 30.15 inches mercury, temperature 72 degrees Fahrenheit. She announced while inputting final calculations that would determine whether mathematical precision could exceed military shooting expertise. The Marines watched with mixture of skepticism and curiosity as academic theory met practical application through scientific methods that challenged their assumptions about shooting being primarily intuitive rather than mathematical in nature. Natalia's confidence in her calculations represented either vindication of ballistic science or spectacular failure that would confirm military suspicions about civilian expertise being inadequate for practical marksmanship applications requiring immediate effectiveness rather than theoretical optimization. The moment before firing created electric tension as 30 Marines held their breath while academic theory faced practical testing that would validate or discredit mathematical approaches to precision shooting through immediate, measurable results. Rangemaster Rodriguez announced target parameters while Marines positioned themselves to observe shooting demonstration that would determine whether civilian ballistic science could contribute meaningfully to military marksmanship training or confirm traditional assumptions about experience being superior to calculation. 1,000-yard target, single-shot mathematical calculation versus military estimation. Rodriguez stated while establishing observation protocols that would provide accurate assessment of academic precision claims under controlled conditions. Staff Sergeant Johnson maintained his skepticism. Let's see if mathematics can compete with Marine Corps shooting training. His challenge represented military culture's collective judgment about civilian expertise and academic approaches that claimed superiority over proven training methods. The firing line fell silent as Marines realized they were witnessing potential paradigm shift in military marksmanship training where academic ballistic science would either prove its value or confirm conventional wisdom about shooting being primarily practical rather than theoretical skill requiring experience over calculation. Nataliah's first shot at 1,000 yards demonstrated immediate validation of mathematical ballistic theory as her bullet struck the target center with precision that exceeded what conventional estimation methods typically achieved at such distances under similar conditions. Dead center hit Rangemaster Rodriguez announced with surprise that reflected the Marines' collective amazement at academic precision that matched or exceeded military shooting expertise through mathematical calculation rather than experience-based techniques. The Marines' skepticism began shifting to interest as they realized that civilian ballistic science might offer genuine advantages for military precision training through scientific methods that complemented rather than replaced traditional shooting instruction. Lance Corporal Martinez's mockery transformed to respect. How did she calculate that precision? His question indicated growing appreciation for mathematical approaches that achieved results validating academic claims about ballistic science applications to practical marksmanship training. Nataliah's success created immediate credibility for mathematical shooting methods while challenging Marine assumptions about civilian expertise and academic theories being inadequate for practical military applications. The Marines' growing interest in mathematical precision created pressure for additional demonstrations at increased distances that would test the limits of ballistic calculation versus conventional shooting methods under more challenging conditions requiring enhanced accuracy. Can mathematical precision work at 500 yards? Staff Sergeant Johnson asked, his skepticism replaced by professional curiosity about academic methods that achieved results exceeding his expectations for civilian expertise in military marksmanship applications. Nataliah accepted the challenge while explaining that mathematical precision actually improved at greater distances, where environmental variables became more significant factors affecting bullet trajectory, making calculation advantages more apparent compared to conventional estimation techniques. Extended distances favor mathematical precision because environmental effects become dominant variables that calculation handles better than intuition. She explained, while adjusting her equipment for increased range that would provide more definitive testing of ballistic science versus traditional military shooting methods. The Marines gathered closer to observe demonstration that would determine whether academic ballistic theory could maintain precision advantages at distances that challenged even experienced military marksmen through environmental complexity, requiring enhanced calculation rather than experience-based compensation. The climactic test arrived when Marines challenged Nataliah to attempt shooting at distances exceeding normal training ranges, where mathematical precision would either prove its superiority or fail under conditions that required capabilities beyond conventional marksmanship training. 500 yards, then 2,000 yards. If you're confident in your calculations, Range Master Rodriguez proposed creating escalating challenge that would definitively test academic ballistic science against practical limitations that military experience understood through proven training methods. Nataliah's acceptance demonstrated complete confidence in mathematical precision. Ballistic calculations become more accurate at extended distances because environmental variables follow predictable mathematical relationships that calculation handles better than estimation. Her systematic approach to each distance increment validated mathematical shooting theory through consistent precision that exceeded Marine expectations for civilian expertise while demonstrating practical applications of academic ballistic science to military marksmanship training. The Marines watched in growing amazement as each successful shot confirmed that mathematical precision could achieve results that conventional training methods rarely matched, especially at distances where environmental variables became dominant factors affecting accuracy. "She's not missing," Martinez observed with respect that replaced his earlier mockery. "Every shot is mathematically calculated and precisely placed." His recognition validated academic approaches to shooting that the Marines had dismissed as theoretical rather than practical expertise. Nataliah's consistent precision at increasing distances created complete transformation in Marine attitudes toward mathematical ballistic science and civilian expertise that could enhance rather than replace traditional military marksmanship training through scientific methods. Her explanation of ballistic mathematics educated Marines about environmental variables and trajectory calculations that improved their understanding of shooting science while validating academic contributions to military precision training development. Mathematical precision eliminates guesswork and reduces shooting variables to scientific calculation. She explained, while demonstrating techniques that Marines could incorporate into their training to improve accuracy through enhanced environmental awareness and ballistic understanding. Range Master Rodriguez formally acknowledged mathematical shooting effectiveness. "Hopkins has demonstrated precision capabilities that exceed conventional training through ballistic science that enhances military marksmanship training and operational effectiveness. The breakthrough extended beyond individual validation. Marines began requesting mathematical shooting instruction and ballistic calculation training that would improve their precision through scientific methods complementing traditional military marksmanship education. Natalia's success established precedent for academic military cooperation in precision training development, proving that civilian expertise could contribute meaningfully to military capabilities through scientific approaches that enhanced, rather than replaced, proven training methods. The Marines' transformation from skeptical mockers to eager students created immediate validation for mathematical ballistic science and civilian expertise that could enhance military marksmanship training through academic approaches complementing traditional methods. Range Master Rodriguez requested formal mathematical shooting instruction for Marine sniper training programs, recognizing that ballistic science could improve precision capabilities through scientific methods that enhanced conventional military marksmanship education. Most importantly, Nataliah proved that academic expertise could contribute meaningfully to military effectiveness, while maintaining respect for traditional training methods that provided foundation for enhanced precision through mathematical ballistic applications. Nataliah's mathematical shooting demonstration transformed Marine Corps marksmanship training policies as Quantico implemented ballistic science instruction alongside traditional shooting methods, recognizing that academic expertise could enhance military precision through scientific approaches that complemented conventional training. Range Master Rodriguez established mathematical precision training programs that taught Marines ballistic calculation methods and environmental analysis techniques, improving their shooting accuracy through scientific understanding of trajectory variables that conventional training addressed through experience rather than calculation. The Marines, who initially mocked her, became advocates for mathematical shooting instruction, requesting additional training in ballistic science and environmental analysis that enhanced their precision capabilities through academic methods they had previously dismissed as theoretical rather than practical expertise. Military leadership recognized that civilian academic expertise could contribute meaningfully to operational effectiveness through scientific approaches that improved traditional training methods rather than replacing proven military marksmanship instruction with untested theoretical applications. 2 years later, Nataliah's ballistic science integration influenced military training throughout all service branches as academic precision methods became standard instruction that enhanced conventional marksmanship through mathematical calculation and environmental analysis techniques. Military sniper schools adopted mathematical shooting curricula that improved precision capabilities while maintaining traditional training foundations, proving that academic expertise could enhance rather than replace military marksmanship instruction through scientific approaches that validated conventional methods. International military cooperation expanded as allied nations requested ballistic science training that improved their precision capabilities through mathematical methods that Nataliah developed for enhancing conventional shooting instruction with academic expertise. Defense contractors recognized the value of academic ballistic science for developing precision training systems and equipment that incorporated mathematical calculation capabilities with traditional marksmanship instruction, creating enhanced training programs that improved military effectiveness. Educational institutions began offering ballistic science programs that prepared civilian experts for military consulting roles, creating career paths that bridged academic expertise with military training applications through scientific approaches that enhanced conventional instruction methods. Nataliah evolved from dismissed academic to respected military consultant, whose ballistic science expertise enhanced precision training while maintaining appreciation for conventional military marksmanship methods that provided foundation for mathematical applications. Her mathematical shooting demonstrations proved that academic expertise could contribute meaningfully to military effectiveness through scientific approaches that respected traditional training while providing enhanced precision capabilities through calculated methods. Science enhances experience rather than replacing it. Nataliah often explains to military audiences, mathematical precision builds upon conventional training to achieve capabilities that neither approach could reach independently. Nataliah's story proves that expertise comes in unexpected forms, and that academic knowledge can enhance practical skills when combined with respect for traditional methods. True innovation occurs when different approaches collaborate rather than compete, creating capabilities that exceed individual limitations through complementary strengths. Today, Natalyia Hopkins serves as Director of Ballistic Science at the Marine Corps Sniper School, where her mathematical precision methods have revolutionized military marksmanship training while honoring traditional shooting instruction that provided the foundation for her academic enhancements. Her initial mockery at Quantico became the catalyst for transformation that proved academic expertise and military experience could combine to create precision capabilities that neither approach could achieve independently. The Marines who once dismissed her as a theoretical academic now credit her mathematical methods with saving lives through enhanced accuracy in combat situations where precision determines mission success. Her legendary 300-yard record shot, achieved during a classified operation that combined mathematical calculation with battlefield necessity, remains the standard for what becomes possible when academic expertise meets military application under conditions that demand capabilities exceeding conventional limitations. The firing range where she first proved mathematical precision now hosts international competitions that demonstrate how scientific approaches can enhance traditional marksmanship through collaboration rather than competition between different forms of expertise, proving that the most dangerous assumptions are those that prevent recognition of capability that doesn't conform to expected appearances or conventional training methods.